Brunswick. I'm Bill Gibson, pleased and privileged to be on the call here for the Maritime Women's Basketball Association Proline Stadium Legacy Cup Championship game. Top two teams in the league through the regular season, identical 8-2 records, meeting here in the final. It is the first place by virtue of a head-to-head victory, Lake City 56ers, and the second-year franchise first ever trip to the Legacy Cup, let alone the championship game, Miramichi Hericanes. Should be a dandy one here this afternoon. Semi-final, it was Lake City 75 over the Fredericton Freeze 69. Lake City was led by Mackenzie Smith with 20, Courtney Donaldson with 18. Freeze, Ali McCarthy had 17, Bailey Russell 16. And for the Hurricanes, they were 77-68 winners over the Halifax Thunder. The Thunder just picked up the third place game over the Freeze earlier. Was Lauren Rainford with 28 points, Abby Miller with 17, Devin Lawler 13 for the Hurricanes. And it was Sammy Russell with 15, Bianca Helmig with 10, the double-digit scorers for the Thunder. Having a look at both stat lines, three-point shooting a major difference in the game. 56ers made three more than the Freeze in that 6-point win. And the Hurricanes made three more than the Thunder in that 9-point win. That swings the other way. It could be different results in both of those games. So let's watch that as we continue on here throughout the afternoon. Previous meeting, it was in Halifax. It was the Thunder 89. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong sheet of paper. Apologies there. That's going to be the Freeze game that I'm looking at. Here we go. It was actually in Miramichi on May the 4th. Very first game of the season for the Hurricanes. Second one for the 56ers. They play in Moncton the day before. It was the 56ers 75 and the Hurricanes 50. Fuller had 16 to lead the 56ers. Mackenzie Smith had 13. Lauren Rainford 17. Abby Miller 10 for the Hurricanes. That takes care of those pieces of information. And coming in, the 56ers, they average 71.8 points per game. That's fourth in the conference. Give up 57.8, that's second. The Hurricanes, 74.7 scoring, first, and give up 56.6, also first. Starting lineups for the first place, Lake City 56ers. 0 is Courtney Donaldson. Donaldson ever dangerous. 2 is Mackenzie Smith, the league MVP, joining first-team All-Star. Donaldson, there's Armstrong out of Canberra, Australia. 20 is Abby Mercer, and 22 is Aki Kobayashi.
Now starters for the Miramichi Hurricanes. Starting number 1, Lauren Rainford.
Starting for the Hurricanes, 1 is Lauren Rainford, a first-team All-Star. 5 is Katie Donahoe, player coach Katie Donahoe. 7 is Devin Lawler, one of 2 Lawler sisters on the Hurricanes. 8 is Grace Lancaster, outstanding shooter at a PEI. 16 is Abby Miller. Head coach Neil Smith of the Hurricanes. Pat Avard of the 56ers. Time to play the national anthem here ahead of the championship game, Proline Stadium Legacy Cup.
The officials for the game are Mike Murray, Matt Whipple, and Jeff Smith.
Officials for this game are Mr. Michael Murray, Mr. Matt Whipple, Mr. Jeff Smith. They are the three charged with making sure all goes according to Hoyle here. It'll be the crew chief Murray on the toss. Good to see Mr. Murray in off the golf course for this one. Donaldson with the first 2 points of the contest for the 56ers. That's a hit for Devin Lawler. Black for Grace Lancaster. Looking for Miller in the post. Lawler, power step. Can't get that one to go over Mackenzie Smith, and it's Lauren Armstrong on the run out. Armstrong slams on the brakes, looks for Kobayashi. Ball is loose on the floor, jump ball situation. The keys to victory in this one for the Hurricanes. Make someone other than Smith be the one who beats you. Win the turnover battle, and you got to make a few more threes than you made yesterday. Yes, you had more than the Thunder, but the Thunder only made 2. Have to see that pick up a bit here. Keys to victory for the 56ers. They're going to have to limit Lauren Rainford. You're not going to stop Lauren Rainford, but you want to limit Lauren Rainford. Win the depth battle and keep playing your physical brand of basketball here against this Canes team. There is Rainford. Drives the bus right down Main Street for 2 points. It's going to be off the turnover caused by the Hurricanes. There is Smith to the bucket for the and one.
Basket's good. 2 for Mackenzie Smith.
Mackenzie Smith played Division I at St. Joseph's University in the Atlantic 10 Conference. And the accolades there at St. Joseph's for Mackenzie Smith. Might take me the rest of the afternoon if I were to read them all. First team all-conference this last year. I'll stop right there. That tells you enough about the career of Mackenzie Smith. Kobayashi on the run. Scores. 56ers up 5, make it 6 early. I think that foul goes on Lauren Rainford. I believe that's what I just heard announced. Lancaster gets to the bucket. It doesn't drop. There's Miller on the inside for the putback. That's Abby Miller's office right inside. Anywhere inside that arc painted on the floor, Miller goes to work there every game. Lancaster kick outside Lawler. That 3 is a little long, and there is Miller working the offensive glass again. So again, Miller was part of that play on the offensive board. Offensive rebound goes to Donahoe. Donahoe saves it, but it's right into the hands of Smith. Smith fouled by Lancaster. Here comes second on Lancaster. Big foul early for the Hurricanes and one of their top scorers. Gets Bailey Black off the bench just 2.5 minutes into this one. Good crowd on hand here from Miramichi and Lake City as well. A little bigger as you'd expect for Miramichi, being closer to Fredericton. Travel called on the Hurricanes. 9-4. Flurgan, who's chipped in, gets that pass for Armstrong. Armstrong can't get it to go, but there's Dara Flurgan on the offensive board. Katie Donahoe gets the tie up. Possession's going to stay Lake City. Here comes Fuller into the game for Courtney Donaldson. Lillian Fuller, who plays at UNB, beat the shot clock. Abby Miller on the rebound. I think that's 3 boards already for Miller. Maybe even more. Miller for Donahoe. Fouled. Katie Donahoe will go to the line. Armstrong picks up the foul. That's Armstrong's first. Team's first. Donahoe makes them both from the line. 3-point game. They were important buckets for Miramichi, and that's a turnover from Lake City. Timeout Lake City. Royale is a proud founding partner of the MWBA. Royale is a Canadian company. Makes quality products, trusted to help make everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses them. Royale, a proudly Canadian company. MWBA thanks its partner Atlantic Lottery and its Proline Stadium 19+. Atlantic Lottery is a presenting partner of the MWBA's Legacy Cup Championship. Thanks as well to the other sponsors that have been chipping in here. Cleve Source for Sports. Riverview Ford Lincoln, and sponsoring some of the games here as well. TRL Solutions for all the work they do with the league, and title sponsor with the Freeze. Cushman Wakefield I mentioned as well. There's a nice look at Coach Neil Smith in the huddle. And folks, there'll be no shortage of jokes here this afternoon. I'll say Coach Smith, little driving incident last night. He's looking only a little bit tired this morning as a result of that. Offensive foul on Abby Miller. On the block, here we see this on the replay. Yeah, Miller leans into that one just a little bit. Just enough to draw the foul. Flurgan with the catch against the press. Flurgan on the baseline back outside. Smith to the bucket. She is physical. She got there. And she's right back into play again, guarding Rainford. Flurgan works for the turnover. Donahoe dives for it. Somehow Miramichi beat the timeline. Bailey Black to the bucket. Can't get the shot to drop. Rebound for the 56ers and Kobayashi. Around for Fuller. Fuller, the line right to the bucket, and no dice for Lillian Fuller. Fuller plays here for the Reds, if I haven't said that already. Out of Halifax. Fun player to watch in this league, and with the Reds as well. Rainford, 3 rimmed out. Flurgan on the rebound. Long and athletic is Flurgan. I said yesterday, I think when she's going to the bucket, one of the things might need to do sometimes is slow down just a little bit. Tough to do when you've got a head of steam up, of course. Seems to finish better when she's just a shade slower. Donaldson back in for Mackenzie Smith. Lawler stops, pops. Rebound for Donaldson on the weak side. Numbers, Donaldson runs a break as good as anyone. McNeil on the drive, blocking called on Lawler. Hurricanes fans didn't like that one. I think that's 3 fouls there now that they don't like. Thunder already over the limit here with 5, or at the limit with 5 team fouls. Miller, tough catch, but kicks back outside for Black. Extra pass for Rainford. Good close by Kobayashi. Donahoe has it slip through the fingertips. Here comes Aiden Rainford in for Abby Miller on the Thunder sideline. Kobayashi for McNeil. 3 to shoot, Kobayashi kicks that extra pass. They got the shot up. 3 is off the mark. Rebound Donahoe. Donahoe for Black, back for Rainford. Called for steps. Comes Mackenzie Smith back in, this time for Aki Kobayashi. Great substitution pattern here for Lake City. Miramichi's been forced into a couple foul-driven subs. Thus far, Lake City's been able to keep 2 of their 3 top scorers on the court. It's going to be a foul on Donaldson on the push. Liam Martin has checked in for the 56ers as well. Donaldson having a little discussion there with Jeff Smith on that play. To be perfectly honest, I was watching a different area of the court and did not see that one whatsoever. Rainford, little hesitation move and go to the rim. Got a good shot, but it just bangs off the back of the rim just a little bit. And that's going to be a foul on Rainford. And that's going to be the second foul on Rainford as well. Miramichi roll of the dice on Rainford and Lancaster. Here, 3:47 to go, first quarter with 2 fouls. Smith a make. And good on the second as well for Mackenzie Smith. Three-pointer made for Lauren Rainford. Oh, nice move by Smith. Right to the bucket, was looking for a foul there, didn't get it. Might be the only thing I don't like about Smith's game is the number of times she looks to the officials. Oh, that's a backcourt miss there. That one was a pretty clear backcourt from my angle, which is pretty much right dead on the center line. We see Rainford fouled. There's 2 on Donaldson now. And a little bit of a fire drill here for the 56ers. Players coming in and out, all reset. Martin, Mercer, Kobayashi, Armstrong, and Smith are your 56ers on the court. There's Devin Lawler, baseline shot, too strong. With Sydney Lawler, Katie Donahoe, Bailey Black, and Aiden Rainford. Kobayashi going to work. Corner pass, Mercer, extra pass. Smith takes the 3. Donahoe for Sydney Lawler. Lauren Armstrong with the takeaway. And the lay-in at the far end. Guess sitting in the middle of the ends are equally as far apart for me. Oh, sometimes, you know. Smith works that rebound, 13-9. Lake City. Here, just about 2 minutes to go. Kobayashi to the rim. Aiden Rainford had something to say about that one, and there is Armstrong again getting a piece of that ball. Former Ginninderra Rats player is Armstrong. 3 years at Holland College, one of my favorite ACA players to watch right from pretty much day one at Holland for Armstrong. All-Canadian ACA Player of the Year this past season. Sydney Lawler with a nice take. Makes it a 2-point game at 13-11. There's Mercer. Kobayashi for 3. That one short. Taken away by Mackenzie Smith. Oh, block called on the Hurricanes, Bailey Black. Warning given to Neil Smith.
Hurricanes foul number 14, Bailey Black, her second.
Smith to the line again. Perfect from the line again is Smith. Here comes Fuller in for Smith. Lead up to 4 here, 1:18 to go. In a quarter that Miramichi's battled through some foul trouble in to manage some players' minutes. Still only down by a couple of buckets here. That game in Miramichi early in the year, it got away early from the Hurricanes. It was 23-6 first quarter. And the 56ers didn't really look back from there. Double dribble called. Takes a little air out of the tires of the Hurricanes here. Final minute of play of the first quarter. Another foul on the Hurricanes. This one's on Donahoe. I think that's Fuller on the line. Yes, it is. I guess instead of leaning and look around people, I should just look at the monitor. Get the best angle in the whole house here. I think I'd know that after calling games here all weekend long. To just look at the monitor. Aurora's got it. It's going to be a backcourt. Big opportunity here for Lake City. Up 6, 37 seconds left. Here comes Smith back in. This will be for Kobayashi. Martin with the catch back for Fuller. Fuller right to the rim. Rebound for Aiden Rainford. Rainford ahead for Lawler. Lawler for Lawler. Sounded like a little slap there. Bailey Black on the takeaway. Black from 16 feet is good. The big bucket there for the Hurricanes. 7 seconds. Can Lake City get a score? Put it in the hands of Smith. Instead, it's going to be Leah Martin. Good attempt there from Martin. Leah says, my bad, I should have known on that one. The Legacy Cup host Freeze would like to salute TRL Solutions, Domino's, Gemtech, Dave Watt Realty, University of Brunswick, NB Credit Union for their support, as well as Blueberry NB, Valley Graphics, Coffee News, Rocket Inc., Cushman Wakefield Atlantic, Eggs New Brunswick, Molson Coors, Island View Vet Hospital, Supplement King, and the Capital Region Service Commission. Thanks for supporting the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. And that is thanks to partner Atlantic Lottery, who is the presenting partner here of the MWA's Legacy Cup. And of course, on hand and in-house is Royale. Royale is a proud founding partner of the MWBA. Royale is a Canadian company that makes quality products, trusted to help everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses them. Royale, a proudly Canadian company. Commissioners games continuing here.
Let's see what's happened. Wyatt's got his 5. Who's got hers?
A few potholes in that first quarter for the Hurricanes.
Have a good tie. Wyatt, Olivia, guess what? You both get a prize. Thanks for playing. Let's go help Lori with the hula loops. Thanks for playing. We got a great first quarter, everybody. Let's hear it. Cheer for your favorite team. MWBA, let's go.
56ers are set for Q2. Armstrong, Smith, Flurgan, Fuller, and Mercer. For the Canes, it is number 9, Raleigh Sullivan. Number 8, Grace Lancaster. 16, Abby Miller. 5, Katie Donahoe. And I think I see Lauren Rainford. Yes, I do see Lauren Rainford out there. Fuller were inbound just in front of my broadcast position here. All alone on one side of the gym. Inbounded through the hands of Mackenzie Smith. Smith checking the nails after that one. Discards a piece of nail of some kind there. Smith still checking the hand out. Miller inside. Left that one a little short. Pulled the trigger just a little bit there, did Miller. Flurgan on the run out. Oh, that might have been a double dribble. Looked a little awkward there on the handoff. Don't have a great angle on that. There's Armstrong. Back for Fuller. Fuller tries the spin, no good. Mercer on the rebound. Donahoe avoids the foul. Back for Fuller. That shot, no good. Rebound Lancaster. Great block out by Grace Lancaster. Lancaster for Rainford. Rainford thought about the three. Sullivan down low for Lancaster. Inside for Abby Miller, who eludes Smith and scores 2. Miller never one to lack intensity. Back over to the Hurricanes, a chance to tie here. Here comes Kobayashi in for Fuller. So Courtney Donaldson starting this quarter on the bench with the 2 personal fouls. Miller for Rainford. That 3 is good. There's the lead for the Hurricanes at 18-17. Travel on Armstrong, and here's Donaldson off the bench. Will be for Lauren Armstrong. Let's see if the 56ers come with a little extra pressure here. Both Kobayashi and Flurgan on the court. Rainford thought about the 3 again. Sullivan picks up the bounce, and that's going to be a travel. Not the highest scoring game we've ever had here at the MWBA, but is a tightly contested one, 18-17. Mercer around for Donaldson. 2 well-coached teams with quality players. Smith has to have most of the points for Lake City in this one. Puts Lake City back up by 1. Lancaster off the mark that time. Oh, Donaldson, nice move. Just can't finish it. Whoa. Katie Donahoe a little excited there. Threw that one right over the top of the backboard from in tight. Julie Campbell checks in for Lake City. And all the way around for Smith now, who takes the 3-pointer. Rebound Donahoe. Donahoe looks up court for Lancaster. Lancaster tightly checked by Mackenzie Smith. Not sure if that's a switch or there's a little zone show there. Miller with the offensive board and put back. Gives the Hurricanes the lead again. Kobayashi runs into traffic in the form of Riley Sullivan. Comes Aiden Rainford for Abby Miller. And Emily McNeil checks in. McNeil, 4 years at Bishops. Aiden Rainford played at Radford and Moorhead State in the U.S. before finishing collegiate career at UPI. Kobayashi ties us up. Foul goes on number 9, Riley Sullivan. Kobayashi makes the second, put Lake City back up by 1. Both Rainford's Lancaster with Kobayashi foul there. Wonder what the whistle went for. I didn't catch the official call. Rainford uses the Rainford screen. Corner catch for Sydney Lawler. Lawler off the mark with that shot. Was rebounded by Campbell. Kobayashi for Donaldson. Gonna be a jump ball situation here. Great hustle by Julie Campbell. Force that jump ball. Possession will be for the Hurricanes. Sixers up 1. Lauren Rainford for 3. Great kick out from Aiden Rainford. Will pick up the assist on that deep three-pointer. Courtney Donaldson with the miss. Rebound for Riley Sullivan, off for Lauren Rainford, ahead for Grace Lancaster. Kobayashi with the defense knocks it out of play. Timeout, Lake City.
Timeout, Lake City 56ers.
Thanks to those out there watching along at home. Some pretty good viewership numbers last night, so I'm told, online.
Winners aren't the only ones who win. Because every dollar of profit we make is reinvested right back here.
A rainy day here in the capital city. I get in the gym early, watched a little bit of the under 17 Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island game here. The girls played early. Arrived partway through the second quarter in that one. Good talent on the floor there. Team New Brunswick as well. I think they played each of those teams yesterday. So the 3 U17 teams from the 3 provinces. Opportunity to be on this floor here at the Curry Center, and some games in against one another here ahead of Canada games in Newfoundland this year, St. John's. .18 on the shot clock. Hurricanes ball inbounded for Rainford. Rainford missed that time. Rebound for Donaldson. That's a takeaway. From Lancaster. Lancaster just loses a handle on the way to the rim. Hurricanes are liking their position right now, and there's another pickoff by Lancaster. Lancaster's going to lay that one up and in for 2. That might be the 2 that Grace Lancaster needs to see. See that ball go in. Might get Lancaster back on track. Smith ran right into Riley Sullivan. Sullivan got the worst of it, but Smith got no rim. There you see. Might even have been a little clear out for Smith with that off arm. No call given either way. Didn't notice that arm in the first one. That replay from under the bucket sure looked like a little bit of the chicken wing. Nothing too severe though. Lancaster, high bouncer, rebound for Donaldson. How many times have I said that? Rebound to Donaldson today. Forward to seeing Courtney's stat line. Of course, that's every game. I look forward to seeing Courtney's stat line. Usually get a whole bunch of crooked numbers on it. Lancaster left that one short. Foul there on Sullivan. And you see Sullivan with the step in on Smith. It's good minutes from Sullivan. That's exactly what Miramichi staff wants Sullivan to do. Make Smith work hard. Smith to the bench now. Armstrong back in. Leah Martin back in. Rainford. Some fancy step in there, but the shot's off the heel of the rim. And there's Kobayashi for Martin. Leah Martin, another one of the great personalities here in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Bailey Black cleared out a little bit on the far side there. Not sure whether that was just tripped over the own feet or a little collision with Armstrong or something there. Three-pointer made. That's silky for Emily McNeil. Big bucket there. Cuts the lead to 1. Rainford for Devin Lawler. Travel called on Devin Lawler. 2:20 to go, first half. Opportunity here for Lake City to regain the lead. Martin for Kobayashi. Kobayashi back for Martin. Good roll for Leah Martin. And great delivery from Aki Kobayashi. Kobayashi dropping the dime there for Leah Martin. Oh, silky there as well. Lauren Rainford slipped to the bucket. O'Neill tried another one off the mark that time. Up 1, Lawler, right at Donaldson. That's a hard fall for McNeil for the 56ers. Rainford off glass for 2. Gonna blow this one down for McNeil for a safety issue and player injury. Dara Flurgan off the bench and in. Coach Evard, I think, saying, hey, might have been undercut a little bit there on the rebound. Donaldson just has that one slip through the hands. There's been a little moisture on the ball there. Short-handed Donaldson. Lawler for Aiden Rainford is going to try Leah Martin. And pick up a foul on Leah Martin. Quick little shoulder fake from Rainford. Oh, a takeaway from Donahoe. Delivers a pass to Bailey Black. Black fouled by, I think Dara Flurgan's going to get the call here. Here comes Lillian Fuller. Turnover battle starting to swing in favor of the Hurricanes. That was one of my keys off the top for the Canes. Make someone other than Smith beat you. Smith's had a great game so far. Win the turnover battle and make some three-pointers. Turnover battle of late has been going by way of the Hurricanes. Donaldson for Fuller. Armstrong on Donahoe. Armstrong kicks for Flurgan. 1 to shoot. Flurgan off the rim. Oh, great block out there by the Hurricanes. That ball bounced, I think, twice. That's going to be a reach in on Flurgan. And Flurgan, little discussion there with crew chief Michael Murray. Warned a little side eye for Mr. Murray that time. One look worth 1,000 words, as they say. Timeout taken. There's a look inside the huddle of Coach Pat Avard. Been coaching a long time. Joined by Lonnie States, Chelsea Slaughter-Wright, and Tara Myra in the Lake City huddle. There's a great look at Smith. You can see missing one of the pink nails on the finger. That's the one that's discarded over here on the sideline. That's great camera work. Sideline inbounds, 20 on the shot clock, 20.2 on the game clock for the Hurricanes. Donahoe, dangerously close to a 5 count for Rainford. Aiden Rainford, low post, Donahoe. Oh, the extra pass was there. If Bailey Black went the other way with it. Another timeout taken by the Hurricanes. You got one, you might as well burn it here with 4 seconds left on the shot clock and 4 seconds left in the half. You're up 5, an opportunity to go up 7 heading into break. And timeout does you no good, you can't carry it over. To be a defensive talk here in the Lake City huddle this time. And maybe set up a long outlet here for a quick score if you can ever get the ball back with a second or two left. So Miramichi, a little high box set here. Let's see if this is going to be Rainford getting a catch off of this. It is Rainford. Rainford puts one up. That one's no good. Got an okay look out of it, but not the best shot from Lauren Rainford on the day. 31-26 is our halftime score in favor of the Miramichi Hurricanes. So an 18-9 quarter, is that the way the math works out on that? 9-point differential down 4, up 5. That is a 9-point differential. Great quarter there for Miramichi. It's a Hurricanes plus 5. They are 20 minutes away from claiming the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup championship. Come on back. In just under 15 minutes, we'll get the second half started for you right here from the Curry Center.
When you play with Atlantic Lottery, winners aren't the only ones who win.
Because every dollar of profit we make is reinvested right back here. To the people and places that call Atlantic Canada and our 4 provinces home. With Atlantic Lottery, what happens beyond the game is game-changing.
The gates are open, and it's game time at Proline Stadium, Atlantic Canada's only 100% legal sports betting destination. Your home field for great promo offers all year long. Plus, if you're looking for the best odds on your favorite sports, look no further than Stadium Bets, exclusively online at Proline Stadium. Make your picks, get great odds, and score free play rewards at ProlineStadium.com.
We are made in Canada. Homegrown, Canadian-owned and operated. We're neighbors, friends, family, who breathe life into the communities we live in and nurture the backyards we play in, planting millions of trees each year. We're more than just made in Canada. We're a fabric of Canada.
Race back here and put your knee and the ball in a hula hoop. So like musical chairs, there's going to be one less hoop than you. So if you're the last person to get back, you're going to be eliminated, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. All right, hit it, Jonesy. Start dribbling around the outside of the, no, start dribbling around the outside of the circle, right here. Start dribbling around the, where are you going? Where are you going? This is like my phys ed class. Hi, come back here. Hi, hey, hey. Dribble around the circle. Dribble around the circle. Keep going. The music stopped. Now you dribble and touch the letter. No, now you dribble and touch the letter. Put your knee in, claim your hoop, claim your hoop, claim your hoop, claim your hoop. Touch the letter, touch the letter. That was a practice round, Lori. Put that one back. Come on, claim your hula hoop, quick, quick. Okay, that sums up my job as an elementary phys ed teacher in about 30 seconds. That's my life every day. Okay, that was our practice. Okay, you ready to do it for real now? This one's for real. Okay, dribble around the circle. Now go touch the letter. Go, 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 go. Knee in, put your knee in, put your knee in. Oh no, croc. Croc down, croc down. Oh, the croc got you. Crocked out. All right, good job. All right, let's go, dribble. Make it, touch it, touch it. You got it, Laura? Knee in, knee in, knee in. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Knee in. Oh, runaway ball. Good try, good job, good job. All right, we got one more in the touch round, and then we're going to amp it up a little bit. Let's go, get dribbling. Touch it, touch it. Oh, good try. Good job, good job. All right, level 2. Now you have to make a basket and then come back and claim your hoop. Now you gotta make a hoop, all right? Dribble. Make a hoop, make a hoop. You can do it. Oh, nice. We got some players here. We got some players. Good job. Excellent. Good job, Wyatt. Come on. Go, you got it. Next person to touch the ball. Yay. Get it. There it is. Whoa, good job. Oh, good try. Oh, good try. All right, here we go. Dribble it out. We're down to our final 6. Make it. Make a basket. Oh, good shot. Nice shot. You got it. Nice shot. Claim your hoop. Claim your hoop. Yeah. Oh, so close. Nice job. Nice job. All right, final 5. Here we go. It's getting real now. Come on, make a basket, make a basket. Here we go, here we go. Oh, we got a good jump stop. Nice little power layup. Backboard. We got good skills here. Lift, lift. Bend your knees. Oh, battling for that final spot. Nice job. Oh, good job. Good try. Thanks for playing. All right, we got our final 4, just like our Legacy Cup. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Make that basket. You got it. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, some backboard action. Come on, Wyatt. Make it. Oh. Good job. Good try. Excellent. All right. 3 people left. Here we go. Make a basket. Oh, long distance shot. Like it. Claim your hoop. Claim your hoop. Nice shot. Oh, good job. Good job. 3rd place. That's really good. All right, it's the final showdown. Here we go. Got to get to the middle this time. Got to get to the middle. Come on, who are you hoping for? Let's go. Let's cheer it up. Let's cheer on our players. Make a basket. Here we go. Oh, good dribbling. That's good. Nice job, you guys. Good job. Nice job. What's your name?
Keller.
Callan, nice job. What's your name?
Finley.
Finley, nice job, Callan and Finley. Good job. You guys can decide who gets one of these awesome prizes. You guys can decide who gets what. All right, Legacy Cup, MWBA. What a great half. Come on, let's go. Good job, you guys.
Keep your heads up. Brad's going around. We're handing out some Royale cooling towels.
Good afternoon, fans. Welcome back to the second half here at the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. I'm Bill Gibson, joined on headset here now by Commissioner Jen McKenzie. Commissioner, Legacy Cup is here. The season is a half from being over.
I know, bittersweet. What an amazing season. And just to have this facility and these teams compete all weekend, it's just icing on the cake. So lucky to be a part of this.
Have here in this one the top two teams from the regular season, both 8-2. And there's been not a lot to choose from here in these squads. I'll set your rosters here to start this half. It is Lancaster with Devin Lawler, Katie Donahoe, Lauren Rainford, and Abby Miller for the Hurricanes. That's Abby Mercer on the line for Lake City with Lauren Armstrong, Mackenzie Smith, Courtney Donaldson, Aki Kobayashi. So the starters back for both teams.
That's what you need coming out of halftime. You need your starters with the leadership and experience to come out and set the tone for this third quarter, because it's going to go down to the wire.
It will go down to the wire, and there's a good look at the gym from the wide shot, and you see in the background the Royale banner, Jen, and Royale on hand here today, and what a great founding partner they've been for the league all along. They've been with us since day one, and we are so lucky to have them in our corner for their support, for their sponsorship. It's a great relationship. Just so happy to have them be a part of the tournament and our season. Big block there for Lawler, and it's out of bounds off the 56ers as well. And even Courtney Donaldson, a little smile about that block with Devin Lawler coming back up court. That's what I love about this league. You can
play tough defense and have a block, and still, I mean, so many of these girls have relationships from, you know, provincial teams, their university and college teams. So the camaraderie in the game is amazing. It's why I love this league so much.
Mackenzie Smith with the finish, the MVP.
Yeah, she's come to play this weekend. She's putting in a ton of minutes and has really set the tone for her team.
Cross-court pass for Rainford. Rainford against Kobayashi. Maybe force that one up a little bit. We out of bounds off of Kobayashi. Good hustle there by Rainford. Yeah, that's a tough shot you see on the replay, and great play. Here you see the tail end of that. Rainford just deflects it off of Kobayashi. Not much that Kobayashi can do to get out of the way of that one.
No, great heads-up play.
Turnover for Donaldson, had Smith running to the corner. Donaldson's going to keep that one, and Miller swoops in for the board. Hurricanes now on the run out. Lancaster called for steps. Lancaster, first team All-Star, has been really the focal point of defense here for the two squads that the Hurricanes have played this weekend.
Yeah, she's the type of player that gets it done at both ends and has really stepped up her offensive game this year with you know, starting out with UPI and here with Miramichi. She's a threat at both ends of the floor to get the job done.
Picked up a couple fouls early in this one, but pretty good job by Neil Smith to, you know, drive around the pylons and manage that foul situation. I've been making Neil Smith jokes all day, by the way.
I heard about that. That's classic.
I haven't filled in the fans with the full story of the situation.
No.
About his 2 flat tires last night.
Yeah, not just one.
Fill you in there again. 2 flat tires. A little too aggressive driving in a construction zone, from what I understand.
There's a lot to see in Fredericton with the construction zone. I'll attest. I can't say I'm surprised that he had a little tire incident.
2 for Lawler.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of him looking tired jokes today.
Love it.
It's been fun for me, and I'm sure the folks at home understand that so much, but they do now. There's Lawler with the score, back the other way for the 56ers. And there is Smith, just a little too strong that time. Maybe get that one up off the window, a little kiss off the glass. Might have helped in that situation. Smith, such tough defense. Offensive foul called on Lawler.
Hurricanes foul on number 7, Devin Lawler, her second.
Little finals emotion there.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would have said Devin Lawler was strong enough to clear out Mackenzie Smith with that one arm quite that dramatically, but maybe. Speaking of strong, there's Lauren Armstrong. Knocked out by the Hurricanes, 8 on the shot clock.
See this end line inbound play, what the 56ers have.
Lancaster almost with the steal. A new champion this year, Jen?
A new champion.
The Thunder back-to-back champions.
Yeah, exciting for another team to hoist up that Legacy Cup and continue the tradition of great basketball for our Atlantic women.
Cold start to the half continues for Smith. Rainford, that one front rimmer. Have to wonder, there's a bit of a quick turnaround from playing, 5 o'clock and 7:30 last night, and then turn around here for a 12:30 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Teams have been playing the two, back-to-backs most of the season on the weekends with similar turnarounds, but not quite at this level of play here as a championship weekend. Wonder if this point in the contest the legs go a little bit, and I thought that was a travel right there myself.
I'm not going to comment, but I'm also not going to say that you're wrong, Bill.
Rebounding foul as they go on. It's going to go on Lawler.
Hurricanes foul on number 7, Devin Lawler, her third.
Is this Hurricane lineup the UPEI starting 5? Are they all
not with Donahoe. Donahoe
right?
not in the starting 5 for sure.
Right.
Foul on the rebound on Abby Mercer.
56ers foul on number 20, Abby Mercer. Her first. Team's first.
Oh, nice move by Rainford. Scores 2. Lead all the way up to 10 here. Real slow start.
This is going to be crunch time for Lake City to try and get some quick baskets without rushing and forcing. These next four minutes or so are going to be key.
It's a 7-2 start to the quarter for the Hurricanes. Leah Martin checks in for Lake City. So it's Martin, Fuller, Donaldson, Smith, and Kobayashi who's on the line. And Bailey Black is in for the Hurricanes, joining Donahoe, Rainford, Lancaster, and Miller. Rainford. Oh, taken away by Kobayashi. That's great defense. Somehow it ends up with Lancaster, who can't make the lay in. I think Lancaster might have faked herself out on that one. Had a straight lay in there. I think was looking for some defenders to come flying by.
Yeah, there's a lot of shot blockers on the floor, so I think she might have rushed it a little bit.
I think Leah Martin cast a large shadow out there, that's for sure.
Definitely.
6'3" and long arms will do that. Donaldson kicks for Fuller. 3 to shoot, Fuller. Leaves that short. Lancaster gets in way deep before picking up a defender. Rainford, guarded by Smith. Nice pass. Abby Miller finishes that. Timeout, Lake City.
Timeout.
Lead extended back to 10 for the
56ers.
Hurricanes. Hurricanes looking to be the first New Brunswick team to get their name engraved on the Legacy Cup.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of legacy, I mean, we are excited about year 5. We've built our reputation year after year after year after year of a place where women can play basketball to continue on their careers as a supplement to their university and college careers, and a place that players that are done, wives, partners, moms can play the game that they love after they've finished. So just so proud of the league and how it's evolved into such an inclusive, safe place for our athletes to play. And it starts right from the top down. Our corporate sponsors, our franchise owners, everybody is in it for the right reasons, and I'm just so happy that everybody's been so supportive of year 4, and we've had tons of fun.
And the on-court product that you haven't mentioned is second to none. It's
oh my gosh,
outstanding level of basketball that we're seeing here this afternoon.
Each squad has, U-Sport, CCAA, All-Stars, and All-Canadians, captains of their teams, provincial teams, like the representation from province to province and community to community is just a testament to how great this league is, and gives everybody a chance to participate.
And we've seen more players from out of province, out of the Maritime region, I will say.
Yeah.
This year as well, with a couple Thunder players brought in from Mount Royal in Alberta, which I think is the farthest school away that we've ever had in the league from someone who's not at least a Maritimer.
Definitely, yeah. And I know you and Coach talked in the first game just about the interest that the league is building outside of the Maritimes. So we're excited to see, the positive reviews that the players take back to Ontario and Alberta, and maybe we'll have some more players next season.
Yeah, there's not too many places where, well, there is no place, I don't think in Canada at least, where players can come in the off season and in a 2 to 2.5 month season, not even a 2.5 month season, a 2 month season.
Right.
Get in,
56ers foul on number 2,
you know,
Mackenzie
10,
Smith.
12, or 13 quality games, depending on how many playoff games that you get to play. 10, anywhere between 10 and 13.
Yeah, and to be at this high a level and to receive the, you know, the coaching and the, you know, the training, the athletic training, the physiotherapy, the access to, you know, mental training and weights and you know, things like that. It's just a testament to how many great people that are involved in the league that want to help out and help get the whole player to, you know, continue their basketball journey.
Kobayashi in the front court, and not to mention the mentorship from those older players, older quote-unquote players as well.
Yeah, exactly. The younger players who maybe, you know, are still getting their feet wet with high-level basketball, you know, can watch these players that have lived it and grown through this level. And yeah, the mentorship opportunities, the sisterhood is alive and well in this league.
And what it's like to leave university, start a career, maybe in the same career line that the players are looking as well.
Absolutely.
Other players in this league are part of that, and so many professionals here in the league. Heck, there's an MLA on the floor.
Exactly. Yep, it's a testament that you can have a career and still play the game that you love.
Miramichi foul to number
Still 40-30 here. Miramichi foul that time. Here is Armstrong into the game. So it's Armstrong with Donaldson, Martin, Flurgan, and Fuller, who is on the line for Lake City. A nice follow through there by Lillian Fuller.
She's done that a few times in this gym.
If just a few, yes. We've got Aiden Rainford, Grace Lancaster, Katie Donahoe, Sydney Lawler, and Bailey Black on for Miramichi. Sydney Lawler. Turnover forced there by Lauren Armstrong. Dara Flurgan for Donaldson. Interest in expansion next year, I've heard.
Yes, always. We've had some great conversations with some different Nova Scotian basketball fans, and things are looking good. So we're pretty excited for year 5 and hopefully another team in the MWBA.
Nice move there from Fuller to make the lead 6. I think another team can play with those other 3 Nova Scotia teams would bring some great balance to the league. I know you look at it from a schedule perspective and a travel perspective and all kinds of ways to look at it. That 8th team to bring balance would be amazing.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean, another venue for you know, players to play in and coaches to coach in and people to come and watch basketball and be mentors and leaders within their community is a positive thing. Oh.
A lot of collisions there. We've got 2 Miramichi players down. And Donahoe is the last one to get up. Trainer Caitlin Marshall on the far side there is having a look just to see if Donahoe's all right.
Bailey Black.
And Donahoe immediately exit the gym, followed by the trainer.
I hope she's okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell as she left there what the issue might be, and I'm sure you couldn't either.
No, I'm glad she was moving at least.
One of the best in the business in Caitlin Marshall followed her out the door.
Perfect.
Caitlin was just away with Team Canada for the 3-on-3s.
Very cool. Great person to have on your side if you've got an injury.
Leah Martin misses the second. It was Lauren Rainford who checked in for the Hurricanes. 2:25 to go here, and an 8-point contest in the third. Scoring has really slowed from a 17-13 first quarter. But Miramichi will take it. They're up 8. It's exactly where they want to be. Lancaster. Rebound weak side. Aiden Rainford back for Lauren Rainford. Lauren into the paint and fouled.
'56ers foul on number 3, Lillian Fuller.
Foul goes on Lillian
It's
Fuller.
her first, team 4th.
It was a great look. last year's MVP.
That's right. So there's been some great recall back where I think every team has had at least 2 or 3 returning players, sort of that core leadership team, to pass on the message, bring the team chemistry, the culture of the team. So to me, that's a winning combination when you have these number of players that want to come back and play again year after year. It just shows that it's a safe atmosphere to play and a beneficial, commitment of their time.
Oh, CD getting hot from the outside. Courtney Donaldson. That can change this game in a hurry.
Definitely.
Rainford looks to respond. Left that one short. Sydney Lawler tried to save. Here comes Mackenzie Smith back in. One thing we haven't talked about, you've touched on it just a little bit, is the impact these teams make in the community. I don't think anybody does it better than Miramichi.
Oh, absolutely. Their gym is packed every night. They bring in youth groups. They bring in Special Olympics. They recognize pillars within their basketball community. They make donations to worthwhile causes, and the crowds in the gym. It's an electric atmosphere. I was so lucky to be able to be in attendance the day that they announced their expansion last year, and just I said at the time, I think it was with you, if this is any indication of the vibe in Miramichi, then this team is going to do wonderful things. And look, here they are, 2 years later in the Legacy Cup final.
Inbound pass knocked away, 12 to shoot. As Armstrong works against Aiden Rainford. Nice board by Aiden Rainford. 56ers looking for a foul on that one. There's Bailey Black to the bucket. They get a foul at that end. They're saying, why isn't it the same down there? Officials have their hands full in this one. This is a physical affair.
56ers
Yeah,
foul.
there's a lot of decisions to be made.
It's their second.
Just
team's fifth.
The big key is picking up that legal guarding. I'll put on my referee hat for a minute. So where this game is so fast, the key for the officials is picking up on that defender, and do they have legal guarding position? 2 feet facing their opponent, and then after that, the decisions can start to be made. Who's initiating contact? Is it the offense? Is it the defense? Do we lose our legal guarding position? So everybody thinks refereeing so easy. It is not.
Ooh, it's not at all easy. Miller in for Lauren Rainford. 6-point lead. So a little bit of size here in for the Hurricanes. Try to counteract some of that size on the court for Lake City. That's going to be a block on Aiden Rainford. No, on Abby Miller, not on Rainford.
Yeah, I think Abby bodied her into Aiden.
It'll be the, I think, third on Miller.
Hurricanes fouls on number 16, Abby Miller.
That's Flurgan on the line, made the first. Second one bounced out. Martin had a tip on the rebound into the hands of Flurgan. For Armstrong for 2.
2 for Armstrong.
See Donahoe back on the bench getting some attention from the trainer.
Good.
Donahoe's presence back in this game would be really good.
Yeah, good to see her back.
Flurgan, long arms, get in the way of that entry pass. And that's going to be 4 on Miller. That's going to be a massive foul for the Hurricanes. Miller's going to have
Hurricanes
to go
foul
out.
Number 16, Abby Miller. That's her 4th.
Or not.
Yeah, this is a real roll of dice here if you're going to leave Miller in with 4 fouls.
She's a pretty mature player, so I think she understands the importance of her staying in this game to try and maintain this lead. Her rebounding presence is key to this.
Bailey Black somehow gets a fork in that one. And no, it's not Bailey Black. Yeah, it was Bailey Black on the far side. Ends up with the toes and the tulips on the far sideline, though, out of bounds. Matt Whipple on the spot of that one.
Yeah, unfortunate. A little scramble dribble ended her up a little bit too close to the sideline. Bad luck to add that third sideline defender.
Chance to close the quarter on a high note for the 56ers. 12 seconds left. No shot clock. Down to 8. Smith, that's who you want to have the ball. She can't score. Smith again got hit in the face. That's 2 games in a row. We've seen contact to Smith, put Smith down on the floor.
Royal is a proud founding partner of the MWBA, a Canadian company making quality products trusted to help make everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses
Look at Marshall
them.
earning her pay here today
thanks.
for sure.
Yeah.
They're Atlantic Lotto and Proline Stadium 19 Plus. Atlantic Lotto is the presenting partner of the MWBA's Legacy Cup Championship this weekend.
'56ers gather Smith up and help her to the bench. Smith with a signal there to Coulter Simmons that she's all right.
Yep. Sometimes when you have an injury like that, where you continue to wear your brace, that it just a little hit just probably scares you more than anything. I mean, especially where it's a broken nose or, you know, it would probably be super sensitive. So I feel bad that she got hurt. I hope she's okay and ready to come back.
And sometimes you just need to go out in the hall where you can let out a little curse word too.
Exactly. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You've seen most of the teams, probably all of them this year. Bill, what's your biggest takeaway and observation from season 4?
The talent on the floor is always the biggest observation.
Yep, 100%.
From season 4. Lots of those certainly ideas, I'm sure, same as you do, in terms of some of the things we can talk about in the off season around the league to, maybe strengthen up some of the off-court stuff and continue to make the league a great thing. But it's the players on the floor are always
your winning
focus.
50-50 ticket number. Yeah. It's a red and white ticket.
I'm looking forward to
the number
being able to touch base with all the franchises and just get their opinion on how the season went, what they liked, what we can improve on. So we want each team and each franchise to have a voice in the league. I mean, they're the ones that are playing and participating. So I think it's important for them to have a voice in how the league grows and evolves.
I think the fundamental question is the really big one is what does the league want to be when it continues to grow up, right? Are you looking to have more of the veteran players? Do you want to skew a little bit more towards the college players? And that drives a whole lot of things once you make those level of decisions. And it's a 7-7 split right now in terms of the roster rules. No more than 7 currents. And I think that'll probably be a discussion in the offseason as the 3 made from Emily McNeil closes the gap to 1. McNeil, Fuller, Kobayashi, Armstrong, and Flurgan for the 56ers. Lancaster can't get that one to go. It's Lancaster with Devin Lawler, Aiden Rainford, Sydney Lawler, and Lauren Rainford. And suddenly it's a 1-point 56er lead here, all accomplished with Smith and Donaldson on the bench. Foul on Armstrong. First foul here of the quarter.
56ers foul on number 7.
It's got to be a huge confidence boost for the 56ers to nibble away at that score with their 2 high scores on the bench. So props to the support players for coming in and working hard and keeping the energy level high.
Wow. Another foul there on Lake City, be their second of the quarter. Going to send Lancaster to the line.
Lake City fouls on number 11, Emily McNeil.
Just looking over again to the Hurricanes bench, and Donahoe had disappeared, and there she's now putting the shirt on and taking a seat on the warm-up shirt on, taking a seat on the bench. So things look okay there, I think.
Yeah, keep her moving and warm is probably the goal.
She's moving right up to the front seat on the bench, so that's telling me that she wants to get back in, if nothing else. Oh, and one there for Fuller. Sydney Lawler a little caught with a hand in the cookie jar here. And Fuller powers up through it.
Great balance by Lillian to spin and still
Sydney
keep her
Lawler.
center of gravity and finish
Her
that. That
first.
was an excellent move.
Fuller for the three-point play and three-point lead. Aiden Rainford can't make the two. Back out for Devin Lawler. Can't make the long shot. Rebound for Armstrong. Fuller tries it again. Aiden Rainford on the rebound, off for Lauren Rainford. Lauren Rainford been quiet over the last few minutes. Let's see if Rainford tries to go to work. She goes to the bucket, if nothing else, and blocked. It was either Kobayashi or Fuller who got a piece of that one.
Yeah, great help defense.
Aiden Rainford with a body on Lauren Armstrong. I think this is where Abby Miller with the 4 fouls on the bench hurts, and here comes Abby Miller right away.
Yep.
Remember, she fouled on number 20, Aiden Rainford. Her first.
Well, I got a few things to get ready for here for the end of this game. On behalf of the league, thank you for everything that you do. Your voice is the voice of our league, and I know from us, from Lori and I, we really appreciate everything that you do for the league and the voice that you give us and the support and the stats and the information. It makes our league what it is, and we really appreciate you. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you, and appreciate everything that you and Lori do for the league as well. On behalf of all the players out there. Oh, that one looked like, oh, it looked worse when she hit the floor. I guess she popped up pretty quick.
Little follow through foul.
Yeah, I thought the head hit the stanchion, but it's pretty well padded even if it did, I guess.
Agreed.
Number 5, Dara Flurgren.
Thanks for joining, Jen, and, I'd say come on back anytime, but there's only 8 minutes left.
Yeah, I won't be back. Thank you, Bill.
Lancaster with the make. 3-point contest. Lake City in front. Fourth quarter, Kobayashi right down Main Street. Rebound by Devin Lawler. Lawler spins on Kobayashi, and Kobayashi with the steal and lay in for 2 points. Kobayashi with the pickpocket.
Timeout, Miramichi Hurricanes.
Absence of Donahue really being felt here for the Canes. Not sure if we'll see Katie back in this one. Opportunity to thank the sponsors again. Thanks to Atlantic Lottery and its Proline Stadium 19 Plus from the league. Atlantic Lottery, presenting partner of the MWBA's Legacy Cup Championship. Thanks as well to Royale as a proud founding partner of the MWBA. Royale is a Canadian company, makes quality products trusted to help make everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses them. Royale, a proudly Canadian company. Thanks to Jen, Lori, the assistant commissioner, all the other folks who have made the league what it is this season. Shelley Gaines on the financial side of the house. Of course, Brad, who I think has a hand in many things and a big part of the setup of Legacy Cup here in Fredericton this weekend. Has just done an outstanding job. Down 5, the Hurricanes looking to score. Rainford fouled by Mercer.
The 56ers foul.
Lauren Rainford makes
Number
the
20,
first
Abby
4-point
Mercer.
contest.
Her second, team's fourth.
Make it a 3-point contest, 1-possession game. Hurricanes were up by as many as 8 in the third quarter. Kobayashi steps. Knocked away by Kobayashi. Kobayashi's defense has been outstanding. Miller knocks it out off of a Sixer. Donaldson sub back in to this game. Haven't seen Mackenzie Smith since this quarter, since the incident at the end of the third quarter. She is on the bench. Looks ready to come back in. Over to Lake City on the turnover. There's Donaldson. Loses a handle, picked up by Grace Lancaster. Lancaster. Back for Sydney Lawler and Grace Lancaster again. That doesn't go in. Courtney Donaldson on the rebound. Donaldson's stat line is going to be a nice one. Kobayashi back for Armstrong. Armstrong from 15 feet. Left it just a bit short. Kobayashi saved it, but it's into the hands of Rainford. Rainford, some tricky dribble there to get by Armstrong. Devin Lawler tries a 3. Miramichi needs a couple of those 3s to drop. Lancaster's got one right there. Tied at 52.
3 for Lancaster.
Miramichi fans back to life here. Kobayashi goes to work. Spins, and that's going to be 5 on Miller. A foul, Abby Miller out with 5:29 to go.
Number 16, Abby Miller. That is her 5th.
Going to be 5th on Miller. Kobayashi on the line. Kobayashi on the line. Makes the first. 1.56er lead. This should be a dandy finish to this one. A 1-point game, 5.5 minutes to go. Miller fouled out. They're going to have to get big time minutes here out of Aiden Rainford. Mackenzie Smith back in, number 2 for the 56ers. Sydney Lawler puts the Hurricanes up 1.
2 for Lawler.
The take to the bucket. There is Smith. Smith draws a foul on Lauren Rainford. McNeil out in favor of Armstrong.
Rainford, her fourth.
Smith missed the free throw, got the rebound, drew another foul. It was going to be on Devin Lawler, I think. It is on Devin Lawler. Boys, I'd like to see that again on the replay. Smith seemed to be in there awful fast.
Remember, she fouled on number 7, Devin Lawler, her fourth.
Smith clean on that free throw. Tied at 54. Can't get that one to go. Rebound for Lauren Rainford. Under 5 to play, fourth quarter, tie game. Proline Stadium Legacy Cup on the line here in Fredericton. It'll be a new winner. Be the first championship for either one of these clubs. Lancaster, another three.
For Lancaster.
Lancaster is heating up beyond the arc. Kobayashi blocked by Sydney Lawler. Be out of bounds off of Lawler. It'll stay 56ers ball. Comes Dara Flurgan off the bench. In for Abby Mercer. 14 on the shot clock for 30. 4:30 on the game clock. Must be almost the time, too. 4:42. Armstrong for Flurgan. Flurgan gets right to the rim. That's a tough check for Rainford. The speed of Flurgan. Rainford back to Rainford. Good work by Donaldson to get around that screen. Outside for Aiden Rainford. Aiden Rainford tries to drive with the reverse layup. No rim. And they did get rim to put up by Sydney Lawler. They get extra possession here, do the Hurricanes. Devin Lawler makes the three. Timeout, Lake City. The three balls are starting to fall. It was one of my keys to victory for the Hurricanes. Make someone other than Smith beat you. They've done it that better here in the second half. And make threes also and win the turnover battle. 56ers limit Lauren Rainford. They've done okay there. Win the depth battle. I would say that the Hurricanes have more than done their part here off the bench, particularly with Donahoe going out in the third quarter, and doesn't look like Donahoe is going to return. Expect we would have seen her by now if that was going to be the case. Abby Miller fouled out here already, sitting now on a 6-point lead. But lots of firepower over there for the 56ers. Smith, Donaldson, Armstrong. Fuller had a pretty good run here in the second half as well. Kobayashi can drive and dish with the best of them. And Dara Flurgan is disruptive with the length and athleticism. .340 to play, 6-point ball game, 2 possessions. 56ers trailing and with the ball. Kobayashi can't get that one to drop, and then picks up the foul on the rebound. That's going to be the 5th team foul bonus situation. That's going to send Sydney Lawler to the line. And Lawler and Kobayashi, a little discussion after that one. Great look at the replay there. And amazing that we seem to have the camera right at the right end every time. Outstanding work by the production crew here all weekend long from Aurora Productions. Always, always a privilege to be on headset when they are the tech crew. Hurricanes control. Armstrong with a block on the Lawler shot. Still a 6-point contest, 3:20 to play. 2-possession game. You can't ask for a whole lot better. Lawler with a 2. A long 2, says official Jeff Smith. Armstrong for Smith finishes, and the and one. Is this going to be a foul on Rainford? Mackenzie Smith delivering when it counts here for the 56ers. 6-point game, chance to cut it. Chance to cut it to 5. Smith makes it. Both teams in bonus. 2 timeouts left for Miramichi. Only 1 for the 56ers. We're under 3 minutes to play. Jump ball. Possession 56ers. You see the jump ball earned, and that's Smith again on the bottom of that pile. Flurgan, that's going to be offensive. Good guarding position there, as we heard the commissioner talk about earlier, for Aiden Rainford. Player control foul, so that's not a shooting foul. Whatever the term here is in Canada. Lancaster looking for another 3. It is Lawler tied up on the rebound. Foul on Donaldson. That's going to be a shooting foul. We'll send Devin Lawler to the line. Devin Lawler, a 78% free throw shooter, 79 throughout the regular season. 10.3 points per game for Lawler. Get to the line about 3 times a game. Oh, little perspiration situation there on the court. A little bit of an icky shuffle from Grace Lancaster, cleaning that up. Don't get that often here. It's cool in this gym. I had to put on the hoodie here after arriving. The AC works in the Curry Center. You don't deal with moisture issues on the court very often. Lead back up to 6, 2:25 to play. Lawler good on the first. The Hurricanes 2 minutes 25 seconds away from a Legacy Cup championship. Tons and tons of time, though, if you're the 56ers. Down 7 here, no reason to panic. You've got scorers. Kobayashi on the drive, fouled. It's going to be on Lauren Rainford. Not sure how many of that is on Lauren. That's Rainford's 5th. Massive foul there on Lauren Rainford. So Lauren Rainford, Abby Miller fouled out. Katie Donahoe does not appear likely to return with the injury. Mackenzie Smith with the rebound putback. Different complexion of this game all of a sudden through three-point swing there. And maybe more than that with Lauren Rainford to the bench on the foul. 2-possession, 4-point game. Devin Lawler. Outside extra pass for Bailey Black, who managed to dribble. No, called for the travel. Hurricanes force the turnover. Pardon me, the 56ers force the Hurricane turnover. I need to slow my mind down, get a little too excited here at the end of this one. This is a battle that's going to come right down to the end. Kobayashi draws another foul on the way to the rim. Worked the last couple times up court. Why not just send Kobayashi to the rim? It's going to be on Bailey Black before Kobayashi. Good into the defender. And here's a little bit more of the icky shuffle. Lancaster and Mackenzie Smith. Deal with a little perspiration situation. Kobayashi with the make. 3-point contest. 1-possession game. Kobayashi can cut it to 2. Watch for Smith on the rebounds. There is one. Instead, it's Bailey Black. Black for Lawler. Lawler up off glass. Rebound Lake City and Kobayashi. See if Kobayashi just goes to the rim again. Thinking about it, and there goes Kobayashi. Now kicks outside. For the 3 and a tie game. That is Emily McNeil. 64-64, 1:22 to play. Lancaster has it knocked out of play. That last 3 had Lonnie States dancing down the bench. 1:14 to go. Timeout Miramichi. That'll send each team down to 1 timeout. Great replay reel here from the crew at Aurora.
Well, Jonesy, I don't know about you, but this has been an amazing weekend. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Royale is a proud founding partner of the MWBA. Royale is a Canadian company that makes quality products trusted to help make everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses them. Royale, proudly Canadian company. The MWBA thanks its partner Atlantic Lottery and Proline Stadium 19+. Atlantic Lottery presenting partner of the MWBA's Legacy Cup Championship. And we're down to the final minute and a bit in a tie game here. 2 Canes players fouled out, and they're 2 important ones in Miller and Lauren Rainford. Another Katie Donahoe. Looks like unlikely to return with an injury suffered in the 3rd quarter. And it's Kobayashi and Mackenzie Smith lighting up here at the right time. 16 on the shot clock for the Hurricanes. Black, Lancaster, Aiden Rainford, Devin Lawler and Sydney Lawler. Inbounded for Aiden Rainford, who keeps for Devin Lawler. Great reach in by Donaldson. Back up top now, 7 to shoot. Lancaster called for a push-off on Kobayashi. And we're going to go the other way. Lake City ball with a chance to take the lead, 1:03 to play. Lake City personnel. Smith, Kobayashi, McNeil, Donaldson, and Armstrong. Can't ask for more in a championship game. Tie game, under a minute to play. Kobayashi kicks. Extra pass is for Smith. Smith to the tin. That 2 doesn't go. Rebound taken away by the Hurricanes. Lake City fans, Hurricanes fans on the edge of their seats now. Who's going to make the big bucket to send their team to the championship? Is it going to be Aiden Rainford? Oh, that one in and out for Rainford. Knocked away into the hands of McNeil. Back for Smith. Final 24 seconds here. There is a 5-second differential, so the Canes will get the ball back. Is it a dagger from Smith? No, rebound into the hands of the Hurricanes. We could be headed for overtime here. Final 10 seconds. The Hurricanes a chance to win it at the buzzer. They're going to play for 1. Lawler puts it up short. We're headed for OT. 64-64 at the end of regulation. Teams were tied at 8-2 in the regular season, tied at 64. Here headed to overtime. I don't know that I get a whole lot more excited than that. What a finish this one has been. I have to think overtime, though, might tip the scales a little bit in favor of the 56ers, with the Hurricanes already having a couple players fouled out. A little surprised Smith went for the big dagger on the 3 there. Been working for the 56ers, is driving to the bucket, picking up the foul, and getting to the line. What a treat we have been shown here in this game. Big sigh there from the 56ers as they're headed to overtime, a little fresh life. And they have to be feeling good about where they stand. Smith, Donaldson, Kobayashi, McNeil, and Armstrong for the 56ers. Hurricanes ball with a pair of Lawlers, Bailey Black, Grace Lancaster, and Riley Sullivan on the court. Aiden Rainford's going to start this overtime on the bench for Coach Neil Smith. So we'll see Rainford back in this one. Bailey Black to the bucket, can't get the 2 to go. Rebound. Armstrong has Kobayashi and Donaldson. Out for Donaldson for 3. That's got Lonnie States dancing down the bench again. Out of bounds off the Canes. Great defense by Mackenzie Smith. Feel the momentum swing here a little bit in favor of the Lake City 56ers. Mackenzie Smith. Size advantage, can't get the shot to go. Lawler did a pretty good job there on defense. There's Devin Lawler back outside. Lancaster ties it up with the 3. Dueling 3-pointers here to start overtime. Kobayashi to the bucket, no foul that time. And it's rebound Lancaster. Lancaster right at McNeil. Up off the board. Back to Lancaster, baseline jump shot. That one doesn't go. That's Donaldson on the carom. Donaldson's had the full bottle of Windex here to start this one. He's used most of it, collecting those rebounds. Armstrong tries a 3. That ends up in the hands of McNeil over Black. Already played over a minute and a half here of this overtime period. Still tied. Pass inside for Black. Can't get it to go over Smith, and it's Armstrong. on the rebound and the push out. Armstrong looks around. Back outside for Donaldson, 15 on the shot clock. Donaldson on Sidney Lawler, goes to the rim, knocked out of bounds by the Hurricanes. Kobayashi out, and here comes Lillian Fuller. Aiden Rainford checks in for Riley Sullivan. 2:55 to play here in overtime. Good defense there, and 7 on the shot. Inbound catch. Donaldson, no good. Rebound, Aiden Rainford. Here's Grace Lancaster. I think if I were the 56ers, the depth that I have, I'd be coming with pressure here in this overtime. Oh, little give and go try there with Aiden Rainford, picked up by Fuller on the loose ball. There's McNeil's made a couple key threes. Travels there, though. Here comes Leah Martin to check into the game. It'll be for Emily McNeil. It'll be Martin on Rainford in the battle of bigs. Sixers continue to give the Hurricanes half. Lancaster gets by Smith. That's going to count with the and one. Puts the Canes up by a bucket. Sixers were either looking for a travel or that foul to be before the shot. 3-point lead as Lancaster makes the and one. Traditional three-point play, if you will. Defense chant from the Hurricanes. Donaldson to the bucket. That one doesn't drop. Rebound, Aiden Rainford. Gets the ball to Donaldson. Still no real pressure from the 56ers. I think that might be a missed opportunity for them. Black back for Rainford. 9 on the shot clock. Lancaster puts it up and through for a triple. 6-point lead, 1:53 to play. Timeout, Lake City.
Timeout, 56ers.
6-0, Grace Lancaster run. You see that was a 3 from Donaldson earlier in the quarter. Another great look at that. In overtime, one more chance to thank the sponsors. MWA thanks its partner Atlantic Lottery and Proline Stadium 19 Plus. Atlantic Lottery, presenting partner of MWBA's Legacy Cup Championship. And Royale is a proud founding partner of the MWBA. Royale is a Canadian company that makes quality products, trusted to help make everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses them. Royale, a proudly Canadian company. My cat's going to like me from that one. That might be my best proudly all weekend long here. Great look into the huddle of Neil Smith. As soon as that timer is off the clock, I'll let you know how much time is left. I think we're under 2 minutes here at this point. I'll pop back up on the screen for you anyway. 1:53 to play. 6-point lead for the Hurricanes. They break the huddle with Lawler, Black, Aiden Rainford, and Grace Lancaster. Dancing with who brung you here, why not? In the overtime, Fuller, Donaldson, Martin, Armstrong, and Smith. Lots of scoring on the court for Lake City. That's for Armstrong on the outside. Fuller on the cut. Fuller going to handle on the dribble. Back for Armstrong. Clock ticking now, 5 to shoot. Smith loses it. Armstrong's going to have to get one up here. The runner from Armstrong doesn't go. Smith crashes the board. And that's going to be a foul on Smith. Aggressive play. Aiden Rainford down on the court. That was Coach Javard on the far side saying, why isn't that a jump? I can't believe that would be a question a coach would ask on that play. 2 shots here for Rainford with the 6-point lead. And another Icky shuffle here on the far end for Lancaster with the orange towel. Big free throws here for Rainford. Short on the first, make on the second, and it's a 3-possession game. It's a big difference from a 2-possession game. Let's see if Rainford shake off the cobwebs there after that big hit from Smith. That one's through. 3-possession game. Hurricanes up 7 and 127 away from their first Legacy Cup championship. Still tons of time yet for the Sixers. Going to get a better shot than they did last shot clock, though. Fuller. Great defense here from Miramichi. Another late shot clock situation. Nothing else. This is taking time off the clock. Rebound Smith. One of my keys to Hurricane victory. Make someone other than Smith beat ya. And here down the stretch, it hasn't been Smith getting the shots. There, Smith gets one there. That's going to be knocked out of bounds by Martin. Here comes Kobayashi. 51.3 left, 7-point game, 3 possessions. Pressure coming. Miramichi sitting on a timeout. Lake City's already used theirs in overtime. Smith with a deflection. And there, Coach Neil Smith uses the timeout. Burning the timeout with 51.3 to play. We'll stick around after this one to see, of course, the presentations after the game. I'm sure we'll get the championship. I think they're hoodies that they usually present here in the MWBA to the champions, and they are much coveted paraphernalia. We'll probably have an MVP presented as well here. And, of course, the Legacy Cup trophy sitting right now on the scores table in front of Assistant Commissioner Lori Wall. You just see it in the background there, the far end of the scores table of that shot. There's the Lake City huddle. The Hurricanes ball on the inbound. So that was knocked away. 7-point lead, 51.3 seconds away. Same personnel for Lake City. Fuller, Kobayashi, Donaldson, Armstrong, and Smith. Just when you thought overtime with a couple Miramichi players fouled out might favor Lake City. Some big shots from Grace Lancaster. Inbounded for Bailey Black. Got out of bounds on Lake City. .21 now on the shot clock, 48 on the game clock. Inbounded by Sydney Lawler. For Sister Devon. Back to Sydney. There's Devon. Lake City forces a turnover, jump ball called. Possession, Miramichi. No, one official pointed Miramichi, the other official pointed says Miramichi. If it's right up on the board, the officials are going to talk about this one and they're going to say Miramichi. Yeah, Matt Whipple was on that one right away. The official was pointing Miramichi. Michael Murray pointed the other way initially, and then after the regroup, they checked. Mackenzie Smith even does floors. League MVP does a little bit of everything. Mackenzie Smith incredulous at that. It is green ball. 14 on the shot clock, 39-7 game clock. Tough inbound. Kobayashi gets a steal that time for Armstrong, and there's a foul, and that's going to be not the place you want to give a foul when you're up 7 with 33 seconds to play. We're going to shoot 2 with the clock stopped. Foul on Lancaster, 5 on Lancaster. Riley Sullivan off the bench. Question is going to be, is they have anyone left over there that can play if anyone else fouls out? Armstrong with a make. 2-possession game again, 33 seconds left. Big foul shot and big rebound if it's a miss. Armstrong miss, rebound Rainford. Rainford double team, foul given. Kenzie Smith comes up hobbling on that play, asking to come out. Kenzie Smith, what a warrior she's been here all weekend long. That's Mackenzie Smith. The 4th foul. A little insult to injury there for Smith. Thought she was limping off from the ankle, but then I thought she was holding her hand. Not sure what the issue is there with Smith. Yeah, it's got to be an ankle injury, just the way she's moving around over there. Misses from the free throw line. 2-possession game. Here's Kobayashi. It's Mercer in. Donaldson tries a 3. That one no good. 21 seconds left. Pressure up for Lake City. Was Mercer in for Smith. Nearly a steal by Kobayashi. Shot clock is off now, 20.4 seconds. Riley Sullivan going to go long here, trying to get at least one of the 56ers out of the play. Rainford with the catch, gets it to the front court. Over for Devin Lawler. Lawler's just going to hold, pick up the foul from Donaldson. Donaldson, little look at the clock here, and Devin Lawler, the chance to tack on a couple more. Miramichi, 14 and a half seconds away, claiming the first Legacy Cup for New Brunswick, the first for Miramichi, their second year as a franchise. Oaks and Miramichi have to be feeling pretty good. Second one through. There's an 8-point game. I don't think the Sixers have got an 8-point play in them here. It looks like Miramichi is going to be the Legacy Cup champions. That one rims out. That's going to do it. 4 seconds left. Another foul given by Fuller. Lake City not quite ready to concede, but it's all but over now. The Hurricanes are going to be your Legacy Cup champions. Thanks to Atlantic Lottery Pro Line. Chance to make it a full 10-point lead here with 2 makes for Black. Black makes the first. What a great season, though, by Lake City. Outstanding plays. Too bad Mackenzie Smith dealt with some injury here this afternoon. Got a couple jam-ups, and there's the 10-point lead for Bailey Black. Lake City's just going to dribble this one out. It's champions on the Miramichi. Hurricanes take home the Legacy Cup. Big celebration there, and played all of overtime without 2 starters in Miller and last year's MVP Rainford. Grace Lancaster was awesome in the overtime period for the Hurricanes. Outstanding coaching job as well by Neil Smith, Jack Bell, Tristan DeRoche, and Katie Donahoe, player coach. Donahoe, of course, injured. The third quarter didn't return. Here's some championship hats being passed around right away, and I'm sure we'll have the Player of the Game award, the Legacy Cup presented. We'll stay right here. What a great weekend of basketball this has been. Thanks to Commissioner McKenzie and Coach Jolie for joining me here for parts of the day today. Outstanding championship, and for the first time ever, the Legacy Cup trophy is going to stay in New Brunswick. You can bet the Nova Scotia teams are going to be back next season looking to take this one, take it back, and big cheers from the Miramichi crowd.
It is time to hand out our Player of the Game awards.
Player of the game, this has got to be Grace Lancaster here for Miramichi.
Player of the Game, number 7, Lauren Armstrong.
Lauren Armstrong, Player of the Game for the 56ers. Presented, of course, by honorary chairperson Joyce Slip. Slip's bio, outstanding in the basketball world. Point guard for Team Canada at, I think, our first women's Olympic trip. And it is, no question, Grace Lancaster, the MVP. A little bit of a slow start, but really, when the chips were down, it was Lancaster who had the winning bet.
Thank you, Jonesy, for everything. I would like to invite two very important people out to join me for our post-game ceremonies. From Royale, Carly Johnson. And from Proline Stadium, Jennifer Richardson.
Jennifer Richardson from Proline, Carly Johnson from Royale.
This event would not happen without you. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for your support. The product on the court, as you can see, is amazing, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much.
Big thanks, of course, to Royale and Proline for sponsoring. Tournament MVP will be presented by Royale.
MVP from the Miramichi Hericanes, number 9, Grace Lancaster.
Number 8, Grace Lancaster. Riley Sullivan got really excited there for a very short time. Great performance here by Lancaster in the overtime period.
And I'd like to ask the captains of the Miramichi Hericanes to come forward and receive the Legacy Cup from all of us here.
Captains
and,
coming forward.
Jennifer Richardson is going to present the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup to the Miramichi Hurricanes.
It's player coach Donahoe, captain of the squad, stepping forward to accept the trophy. Get your parade group playing, Miramichi.
Congratulations, everybody.
It's a very deserving group. Championship sweatshirts as well, and they'll just get to pick them up there.
Lovely Proline. Well, it's some lovely Proline swag for everybody, so make sure you get one of each.
And Proline swag as well. That'll do it here for the formal presentations. I'm going to wrap it up right here. Thanks to everyone at the MWA for having the absolute privilege to call these games all weekend long. On behalf of them and the crew at Aurora Productions, who did an absolutely wonderful job here this weekend, as they always do, as everybody who covers the MWA does. Shout out to Maritime Athletic for their work all season long as well. Thanks for tuning in all season. See everyone next year. More great basketball. Coming up next May, Season 5 lies ahead for the MWBA. Miramichi Hurricanes, your 2025 champions.